Hello, my name is Linda Drattell, and I'm a poet residing half the year in Barcelona, Spain, and half the year in Boulder, Colorado. I have 2 published poetry collections and many poems that are published in various literary magazines and anthologies. I have also written a published children's book, and my adult novel will be released this fall. It is a great honor for me to be an invited poet to the Korea Haiku World Youth Festival. I have submitted several poems to the Youth Festival, and I hope they serve as good examples of how I use poetry to understand human experience, addressing the themes of dignity, empathy, communication, resilience, humor, peace, and hope. In my poem, Coco, I wrote about one of the goats I raised who was rejected by his mother. I embraced him, fed him, encouraged him to feel he had worth. One day, when he was much older, and I was feeling down because I wasn't feeling that I quite fit in with my own herd because I have hearing loss, he nudged me with his shoulder as we were walking, as if to encourage me back that I had worth. The poem that I wrote about him was a finalist for the 2024 Atlanta Review Poetry International Grand Prize. I wrote the poem, The Torrent and the Tree, when I was 16 years old, when I felt frustrated about the inequities of the world. A photo of a tree fighting a river's rapids presented a perfect metaphor for me. I left the tree as a vague symbol for readers to identify with in whatever way they chose. Readers have told me that they feel the tree represents a certain oppressed people. 2 women undergoing cancer treatment told me that they are the tree. In the poem Expats Newly Arrived, I describe how my husband and I feel at times in Spain when we try to communicate in Spanish. Communication is more than language. It is culture, shared history, collective knowledge, and pain. I wrote the poem Compliment for a friend who was upset that a man was trying to pay her a compliment about her hair, which is beautiful, and he had told her that she resembled a horse. He explained that her hair was full and flowing like a horse, the tail of a horse. But she was very upset, so I wrote a poem that was funny to console her. I wrote the poem Musk Duck on that infamous October 7th, when we learned of the atrocities that Hamas committed. But I kept the poem vague to represent all the horrors of war that we're compelled to watch on television and are helpless to stop. I used humor in a sad way in this poem because sometimes humor is the only way we can cope with what we see. I wish you all much success in your own poetry journeys, and find ways to use Korean haiku to drive your own messages of courage, empathy, resilience, peace, dignity, and hope. And may you always find a way for humor in your lives. Thank you.